From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on this Friday, November 12th. The markets are kind of in a spin to the downside this morning. There's a lot of reasons for it. One, President Obama's trip to South Korea to finalize the trade package did not work. The G20 stuff is kind of unraveling with a lot of sovereign debt problems, and there is rumors that the Chinese were going to be talking about hiking interest rates over the weekend. This combined has the S&P down sharply this morning. The S&P got down into its 200-day moving average at 1193. It just traded up to 087 or 1208 half, and we're coming down back down to the 1198, 1197 level. You know, as we've been talking, there's been a major concern about the market over the last several days, whether or not, like what we said earlier in the week, whether 11 or 12 and a quarter, 1225 was going to be it. Right now, that looks like the case. There's been a big shift of sentiment over the last couple of days, and you can see it both in the pit, you can see it on the IM, and you can see it on people's faces. They're kind of scared about what's going on. This idea of the big money package that the U.S. has put together is not being accepted very well around the globe, and it's showing up in the S&P all over the place. What we've seen is we've saw a counter rally off the lows earlier in the day with very, very small buy programs, and then the down move was packed with very many sell programs and a much larger size. Also, we think that there's a big seller floating around in the S&P on the downside, as we've seen many 5,000 to 10,000 lot packages being sold on the way down. Volumes are pretty good here. We came in with about 400,000 minis traded, and we've got about 1.4 million traded so far. That means we've done 1 million minis in about 2 hours. Next week's expiration, and the stats starting out for the cash are kind of weak in the beginning of the week, but they firm up later in the week. We're kind of looking at what the Pitbull's rule has to say, which is we're looking for that low on Thursday or Friday. But I'll tell you what, it's looking a little scary here today. We'll be back with another update on Monday.